Hey there, Mike Dunn with Gamingtrend, and we're here at our booth at Origins Game Fair with Kristen, who is the designer of Insectarium. She's going to tell us a little bit about the game, and so obviously we got a butterfly here,
That's right.
and I'm thinking there's some bugs in this.
There are. So this game is all about getting insect specimens onto a board, like in those display boards that you find sometimes in museums or in your grandma's house, which is where I first saw one as a kid.
Sometimes you can find them at resale shops in the frames,
That's right.
You know, I think we bought a few of those.
They're really interesting. But yeah, so this is a family set collection game where you are pinning your insect cards into your board, and you are scoring by categories, by color and insect type categories, vertically and horizontally in your columns and rows. You have special gear cards that'll give you abilities to do certain things. Certain insects will also come with display tools on their cards, which will give you other in-game abilities like those. So there's a little bit of dual-layered scoring and set collecting throughout the game. It's only 9 turns, so it plays fairly quickly. You're just filling your board, and that's it.
Yeah, awesome. Well, show us some of the mechanics here.
Sure. Okay, so everybody's going to start with 2 cards in their hand and one of these type tokens, which is either going to be for a color or for the insect type on each card. And so on your turn, all you're going to do is draft one of these sets. Either you're going to take a gear card or you're going to take a specimen card to your hand along with the type token. So, for example, if I take this one, I have to take this card, and this type token comes with me. These tokens can be placed, they will be placed around your display board at any point. But once you take a card, you then have to place one of the cards from your hand on your board. So I'm going to place this one. It can go into any open space, but because I already have a type token that matches that card, I can put this here now, or I can wait till later. Tokens can also be used for certain, like a little bit of a currency for some of the gear cards if you get paid to actually use the ability that's on there. So like if I was to take this one, I could remove 1 token from my supply here, and then draw 2 tokens from the bag and keep 1.
Oh,
if there's something that I'm specifically looking for to the different categories that I'm trying to pull out. And so certain insects will have these display tools on them as well. So if I was to have both of these on my board, I now have a full set. There are just 3 different tool types. So if at any point I have a full set, I will cover those up because they can only be used once during the game. And then I have the choice of either searching through the bag, searching through, and taking a token of my choice that I need to help something. 5 points directly on the board.
Okay, so this icon is a
Yes.
token, and okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, what is the what happens when you place the token on these columns?
So the tokens can be moved throughout the game if you're like, oh, I have 2 of these, or I actually want to try to have the white colored token for this column. You can trade it out at any point, spending it for an ability or anything like that. But these are how your board is going to score. For example, if I'm scoring this at the end of the game, I am scoring this column. I am going to be scoring for this insect because it matches to wasp type. This one matches, this one does not. So I'm not going to score 2 points. I'm only going to score 3 points for this column. Yeah.
Okay. Now this is a shared board for all players.
No, this is everybody's going to have.
Everybody has their own. Okay, got it.
Yep.
Okay, that clears things up.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, you basically want to place these tokens and match up as many as you can.
And so potentially each card could score twice. So if I was to have this white colored token here, and then this also matches this here, this card is going to score twice, once for its row and once for its column.
And what if you had one of these here as well. Would that?
It would also count, of course. So then you would need to fill this one with wasps and this one, to maximize your
Okay, so
points.
now you can't score unless the column in the row is filled.
They will be full at the end of the game, so it's 9 turns.
You don't actually count the scores
Until the end of the game.
Yeah.
The only thing you'll be scoring during the game is if you take the 5 points for having these.
Okay. Oh yes, it says here right on the board.
Yeah.
Handy.
And then 1 point for every 2 leftover tokens that you have in your supply that you didn't spend on heroes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now these are yellow cards. What are these?
Those are the gear cards,
Gear
and then
cards.
the yellow backed ones are all the specimen cards.
So when do you get the gear cards? Are these placed out here as well?
No, so these are going to give you special abilities. If all of the cards can be used immediately with this, because they'll all have this
lightning bolt
symbol.
Yeah.
They can be used immediately and then discarded if you want. Or if they have the clock symbol on them, that means you can actually keep it with you in your hand and use it on a future turn. So you can only have to have those at a time. But no, you can draft a gear card on any turn that you want. If your hand of insect cards drops down below 2, you can then draw up to a hand of 2 cards so that you can work with your next turn.
And each gear card and insect card gets paired with a token in the drafting.
Yes, and it'll get refilled after every turn, randomly drawing tokens from the bag, then drawing cards from
And I'm assuming these are the drafting pools share. Also.
Yes. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. So how long do you think would you say the game takes?
It's roughly a half an hour to 45 minutes. We have a lot of long decisions being made. But no, it's family weight, 9 turns, so it does play fairly quickly.
Nice. Yeah, once people get a game or two under their belt,
Yeah.
they'll probably speed up.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. Now, what inspired this game? I mean, you did talk about the insect.
Yes, so I remember seeing one of those display boards in my grandma's house years ago, and thinking, shit. But, and I just had thought about it a couple of years ago when I started designing this. I thought, there is a game there. It's, if you put them in categories, score by columns and rows, it would be. So I started working on it. Of course, through many changes.
Yeah.
That's where it started.
Curious to see what kind of bugs we have here.
And all of these insects are from the Midwestern United States.
Okay.
So they're all local to here. I'm from Indianapolis. So
Gotcha.
everything that I have seen.
So probably no cockroaches.
There are no cockroaches in this game. I don't want them in a board game.
Yeah, that might be a deterrence for some. Yes.
How are you gonna make that beautiful?
Right. Well, cool. I like that there's butterflies involved. I imagine if it was just butterflies involved, you'd probably be calling it Lepidopterus or something like that, right?
Something else.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
awesome. So is this out now?
No, so it's with Snowbright Studios.
Yes.
They're going to be publishing it. It's coming to Kickstarter in September.
September. Okay.
And so at their booth, they have a copy that you can demo. They'll bring it to Gen Con. They'll have it at PAX West, so you can see it before it goes to Kickstarter.
Okay. Excellent. And how much do they think the retail?
I believe it's 35.
35?
I think. Yeah.
Awesome. I imagine there's probably some other bells and whistles.
I'm sure that there will be. Yeah. By the time we get to that, yeah.
Well, awesome. This looks great. I mean, obviously, it's kind of picking up on like that kind of wingspan, like appreciation of nature,
Yeah.
and like for the insects. So, definitely seems like it would find a.
Yeah. So we played it at a demo, the prototype version at PAX Unplugged last year, and I was involved in the demos, and it was interesting to see how people came up to me and like, love those. Like I saw the cover, and I wanted to sit down and play.
Nice.
So that that was encouraging.
Yes, yes, and no cockroaches.
No,
Probably
No.
no spiders either. So those aren't technically bugs.
no
Yeah.
spiders. There's moths, butterflies, wasps, bees, hornets, crickets, and grasshoppers. Things like that.
So what's your favorite insect?
In the game, I really like the cow color. It's a little red and black teal. I just love the art for that one.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like
wow.
that one. I love the way
Very
it
nice.
looks.
Very nice. Cool. Well, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for coming by our booth and showing us Insectarium.
Absolutely.
And we'll try to get some more coverage of this as we get closer to the Kickstarter.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you.